got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, now
matching. An early test to check in on as well. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this well upfield. 25 yards that time.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. The thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Well, how about that? I'm a little bit incredulous there. Fourth and very long, and they decide to go for it, and what a play to pick it up.
Yeah, what does that do to the defense now?
Somewhat demoralizing, I would say, but they don't have time to hang their heads.
Now it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen with Davis.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
57, Mike 57.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The numbers for Davis last week, he was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
Push him back. Push him back.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's caught by Davis. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Haskins to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Ready. Right there in the middle. 55.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This is the tight end, Fant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey. 50 seconds left. Record. 50 seconds.
Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Haskins now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? Haskins going to throw again. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Noah Fant. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is Orleans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints able to... No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for the deep ball. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Oh, no. The task for the defense here is simple. Get a stop. They've got a one-score, 7-point lead. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by OBJ. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll look to throw. He's got Lockett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's back to throw. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback, and when he delivers the ball.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Norton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They go play action here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Saints, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they are barely a